Hey Jan, how's it going? You're okay? I'm tired. Samesies. Anything in particular got you tired, or has it just been that sort of week, or day, or hour, or what have you? Hey Nolas, I am not familiar with that song. How are you on this fine evening? Jan, your sleep schedule is already bad, kinda, and you don't didn't sleep even more because your sister was having problems with her PC. Are you playing tech support? Okay. Behold the rare image of Erin wearing her hair down. Seen only once a millennia. But you're not here to see my hair, you're here to see some Ace Attorney. No less, it was going to be the I'm a Scary Gargle on a Tower from Gorillaz, but you started a playlist on your computer that you hadn't touched in a while, and you ran Host Club opening, blindsided you out of nowhere and stole your lunch money. Oh, yeah, that's the tune I was thinking of. I remembered it was a tune, I just couldn't remember what it was from. To be honest, I think my favourite catchy anime lyric opening is Blue Paper Moon from Season 2 of Soul Eater. But anyway, I digress. Let's Phoenix this right. So, story so far, there's been a murder in a cafe. The cafe was run by a transcoded person who owed a very large amount of money to a loan shark who were being less than cooperative. A strange ghost-like girl is involved somehow. Also a creepy old man. And yep, it turns out the guy who was murdered is a hacker or something with a gambling problem. Anyway, we have to speak to this guy. I remember why I stopped last week. Anime hasn't, in your opinion, aged quite as badly as many others. Do you mean around Host Club? Yeah. To be honest, it comes across as a group of guys helping out their trans man friend. You think you would argue his age better than this? Yeah, this game's definitely got some not great parts to it. Game audio is a bit high compared to the mic. Oh yeah. Hopefully that's a bit better. I had it turned up for my other stream because the only thing coming through that was voice chat. And And people were saying Goggles sounded a bit quiet. It's too quiet now, Jan. Sorry. How's that? Okay, good, good, good. Okay, let's interview him. The NPC who was so Japanese they couldn't actually edit that out. Would you mind taking a look at this? Excuse me? You let me guess 1,000,000 of my grumbles off my chest, and I'll take one quick look. I've got an earthquake of frustration inside, and it's ready to rumble. On second thought, forget it. 1,000,000 grumbles for one quick look doesn't sound like a good deal for me. Okay, guess he's not going to tell us anything. Okay. Anything new in the kitchen? Nope. Notice you were about to say a game could stand to come up back a notch, but I just went and adjusted it already. Okay, let's do this then. Okay. Written by my phony, sure is an easy line to misread. Yeah, it kind of is. Is that your attorney's badge? Actually, it's a fake. Is that the USB sign on it? Holy smokes, that's it. Huh? That's the badge your phony had, Mr. Wright. You got duped by this? It's a completely different colour. And what about the fact it's made of paper? Objection, it's clearly made of corrugated cardboard. He said the badge got a tan as well while he was in Hawaii on business. I'm beginning to see how my phony was able to gain her trust. I know I used to be on the police force, but I'm incarcerated now. I don't pick up much information in here. All I can help you out with is the menu at Tribulations. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't let your spirits fall. Okay. Nothing here. Okay, if I ever had to cosplay an obscure NPC, I'd probably pick her outfit. Okay, let's see if we can try this again.
Take that!
Yes, it is quite cool, Nick. Also, how's it going? If we could get a shout out for Nick. Glenn's troubles. No less redeemed cosplay suggestion. Lisa Alice, or whatever her name is. Lisa Basil. I feel like her name's a reference to something, but I'm not sure. Nick, Windows Update is just doing its thing, just as you're trying to set up OBS for things. Isn't that always the way? Basil is Lisa backwards. Oh yeah, because the victim has a... Yeah. Glenn Elk has the same thing going on. I don't know what palindromes have to do with computers, but okay. Maybe that's just what they imagined names would be like in the cyberpunk future. Okay, having your hair dyed the same colour as your eyes is a flex. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elk was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Lisa was an Apple computer. Oh yeah. I wonder if Glenn's supposed to be a reference to something. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service. What's she talking about? I guess I'd better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elk's troubles have something to do with this?
Take that!
Here's blatant gambling addiction. No less, there's an astronaut named Glenn. You don't remember what his last name is, though. That feels like a stretch. What is that?
A bunch of horse racing tickets, all losing ones.
With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling centre. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral.
Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell?
But what is the relevance of these tickets?
The victim, Mr. Glenn Elk, he had a gambling habit, didn't he?
I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Okay, she has the air of, a Prime Minister denying he was at a party.
Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets.
Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own.
You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elk's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? Take that! The lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps? Interrobang?
No. You are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example. Do you understand?
Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any.
Isn't that the problem with gambling habits in the first place? No less, she gives you old-school Lego computer game character vibes, to be honest. I never really played the older Lego games. Actually, that's not true. I sort of played the, I played Lego... Me and my brother really liked Lego Racers as a kid. As kids. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000.
Yeah, but...
It's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it?
It's true that Mr. Elk won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that.
Lego Racers, you still have that on the very computer you're watching this on. Nice. My brother and I had the PS1 version. Don't know if there are any differences. Deep trouble? What do you mean?
Mr. Elk's real problem was with someone or something far more terrifying and ferocious.
Oh yeah, I have him on my thing now.
Furio Tiger, the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender.
Tender lender? People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices.
Like you'll want to talk. Well, what do you think?
Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. Nerdless, you had Lego races too, but it required numlock keys and you weren't able to figure them out, so you got rid of it. If one was on the PS1, it could be the same. Oh yeah, fair enough.
No. I mean about Mr. Elk.
You think Mr. Glenn had something to do with this, Furio Tigre?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't know of any connection between the two of them.
Really? Because I've got proof that Mr. Elk and the Tiger knew each other.
Yep. Dude's name's literally on his calendar.
Furio Tiger, the Furio Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elk met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk about with him would be his debt.
No. It is true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habits. About $100,000, I think.
$100,000? Ouch.
I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear.
Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery. What if he hadn't won? What was his plan then?
Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money.
His talents?
I suspect he was talking about programming. He has not used his cam business. He has not served as a cam. No, I'm not going to make that joke. Wait, I've got a best one. His Twitch channel was banned after his 5th use of gamerspeak. You like that one, Nerdless?
What computer program is worth $100,000?
Oh, thanks for the host, Kiara. Also, hi, how are you doing today? Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work.
I'm so close to cracking her. The program in question, was it by any chance this? Gordon Freeman.
This is a very delicate matter. Without the necessary data, there's really no way I can access the information.
I know Mr. Elk created some sort of program. She can't deny it if I show her the program itself as evidence. I'm so close to cracking her.
Okay, that disk's got to have the program on it. Alright, I need to give, newspaper. Okay. think the first joke idea might have been worth attempting, but to be fair, it would have taken some thought workshopping. Yeah, that's why I went back on it. Okay, I'm going to go give Maggie Bird the lunchbox.
Oh yeah, I've got something you're going to love.
Really? What is it?
A lunchbox, just for you. Here.
Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? No, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. It looks like he put a lot of effort into making this too. I can't accept it. Detention centre rules. No gifts allowed, sir.
Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that.
The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them.
Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier.
And anyway, I hate weenies. Same. Oh, really? It's all yours, Mayor. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But...
She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste.
But... I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Mayor. Well, how was it?
That hit the spot. I love weenies.
Yeah, she's still... I reckoned she would still be mad at Gumshoe, so... Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. Guess she's still mad at him. Back when I was an officer, Detective Gumshoe always looked out for me. But today, I was the one who had to look out for him, trying to incriminate me the whole time.
You've got to remember, Maggie. Gumshoe's a detective. He's got a job to do.
My old boss. I thought at least he'd be on my side. He is on your side. He'd do anything to help. You can't fool me. I saw him in court today. I felt like a poor baby woodpecker being pecked on the head by its own mother. What a metaphor.
Gumshoe's testimony was pretty solid. No wonder it hurt her so much.
I hate him, sir. I mean it. I don't ever want to see him again.
Ouch. I think I just saw Gumshoe's chances go down like flames in the Hindenburg. I mean, go down in flames like the Hindenburg. Oh, the humanity.
I don't think it's going to get through to her that he was really trying to help. Ah, that's the victim, isn't it?
That day was the first time you ever seen this man, right?
Yes, I'd never met him or seen him before then. I just happened to be the waitress who served him his coffee, sir. That's all.
It seems he was a computer programmer.
Really? I'm useless with computers. Completely hopeless. I don't know any computer programs.
Did she mean programmers?
Okay, she doesn't recognise this girl. Maybe if I talk to the old guy. About the loan sharks. Nope. How's the moment, Nerlus?
About this.
More coffee? You must have some more.
No, thanks. I've had enough, really. I'm so thirsty. I don't leave the office. I can't tell you about anything, except Don Tigre. Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre.
Cookie? Sure? How do you like my cookies? I bake them myself. Go ahead, Nick. The honor's all yours.
No, ladies first, Mayor. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together?
We are lovers.
That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice.
And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me.
The tiger saved you?
Please, address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to.
Okay, Don Tigre. Of course, I'm sorry. You saved her life. I'd sure like to know how that happened.
It was very complicated, the operation. They opened up my head and performed surgery on my frontal lobe. Just thinking about it sends shivers down my spine.
So how'd you get this facial injury that left you needing an operation?
Okay, I guess I need to try and break her Psylocks first then. I made a promise to the Tigre. To Don Tigre. I said I'd never tell. Cross my heart and hope to drink 100 cups of espresso.
That much caffeine would raise anyone from the dead.
Sounds like my idea of a good time. Besides, it's a very precious memory to me.
A precious memory? I never find out what she means if I can't break her.
Okay, let's try this then.
Take that!
Thinking about her outfit reminds me of Ray the Doe. The head bandage.
You said that bandage around your head was from an operation. You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct?
Yes, the operation was very difficult, apparently.
Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this?
Take that!
I have here a car repair bill. From this it seems pretty obvious that the car was involved in an accident.
Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis.
Yes, it is.
I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me?
Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. Your relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why.
Hey Kiara, you with boyfriend giving me a lurk. Appreciate it, and thanks for the host. Also say hi to your boyfriend from me. Okay, I can't prove that's who she is. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Okay, who else can I, Good question. I don't think we have. Would he tell me anything about them? No. Okay. Holy smokes, that's him! Huh? That's your phony, Mr. Right. Just look at that ridiculous suntan.
For the record, I'm not sunburned like an over-dried tomato, so I don't know how.
He told me he'd been on a business trip to Hawaii, and that's where he got the tan. Yeah, the old guy won't say anything.
I'm not hearing this.
Okay, she doesn't know anything about them. Okay, event flag. I guess I need to give Maggie the lunch to make this happen. January the 7th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
The main server just went up in smoke. Why the hell isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already. Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet too. I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief. But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on all my Asian soap operas.
Oh, I didn't realise you quoted that one, no less.
It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch.
No! Just when some young guy was about to confess to his son's hot trot girlfriend. Wow, this place is really buzzing.
Something must be going down. Something really big. What are you doing here, pal?
Detective Gumshoe.
You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We've got big problems here today.
Why? What's going on?
It's a virus. A virus. A virus? There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. I really need to ask you some questions. Okay, I'm only gonna say this once, so listen up. Now here's the story about a little guy who lives in a blue world.
Sorry. Yes?
No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear?
Okay.
If you got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there.
We're not thinking about borrowing money, detective. We want information.
Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Tender lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. And it seems it ran into trouble just recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed, calling in all their debts.
Really?
Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady.
Alright, I get the picture.
Hey, wait a minute.
What did you just say?
That lady?
Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick?
We better find out what the story is with this lady.
Okay, I guess I can ask him about her. So, what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe?
I don't know. This is the 90s, so that kind of info isn't widely known. Possibly.
What?
Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal?
You noticed the stream title earlier was something about hiring sharks. Was that last week's title or working? Oh, basically I was going to use that as title, but I decided it was too long and used it as the going live tweet instead.
And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's in that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is?
Well, Nick, do you?
A computer virus, sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course.
Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on.
Okay, this is exactly what it's like interacting with his cursedness. Just Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright?
Well, I get the feeling they're making fun of me. Okay, fine, I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you.
The tweet was also this title. Was it? I must have messed up then.
A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode? No, the damage is, well, it's all internal.
So the inside goes boom, right?
Imagine all the case data you've got stored in your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe out all that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about.
Of course, technically speaking, a virus is a program that can replicate itself in some way. Not it. The part that actually causes us can actually do something bad is called the payload. Whoa, that's scary.
Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious.
Infectious?
Most computers are connected together in a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster.
Thinking about it, I think it might have specifically at least used to mean something that tricked you into copying it to somewhere else. As opposed to a worm that automatically propagates itself or something.
like a real virus, huh?
But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that?
Yeah, it takes ages to type all that data. Why do you want to destroy it, pal?
No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else's. What? That's horrible.
Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Mr. Goddo so he catches the cold.
Wow, topical. Right? Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong.
What?
Who? What? Where? When and why did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. A very naughty program.
And all the different viruses have names, right? I kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before.
The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard it before too. Detective Gumshoe about this.
What? I'm just trying to concentrate on Maggie. Ugh. This is it. This stupid name. I remember now.
I thought so. Here it comes. Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Mayor. You don't have to cry about it. It's only a teenage wasteland.
The name scribbled on that sports paper and written on the CD.
Sorry for the yawns.
That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber.
What?
Yeah. The virus that's just infected every computer on the station, pal. It's MC Bomber.
Can you give us any more details, please? Oh yeah, ask him about what's her face as well. Violetta.
That's the girl who works over at the Tender Lender. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it.
She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she?
That should be the least of your worries, pal.
What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse?
Her name's Viola Cadaverini.
Okay, I've got that bit of info.
She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadaverini.
Bruto Cadaverini? Do you know who that is, Nick? Never heard of him.
Bruto Cadaverini is the boss of the Cadaverini family.
The Cadaverinis? That's one scary sounding name.
We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you?
No. The stream's buffering kind of often, and it's stuck at 1080p again. Okay, I don't know what's going on there then. I'm not showing any dropped frames or anything. No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to. I'd better get some more info out of Gumshoe about this family.
I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis?
Notice it's on your end where the buffering is. To be fair, you think it puts more strain on the streamer's PC to stream at more than one quality level. 1080p is a bit high for this game though. Well, I don't think I had it set to 1080p. Heck, I'm not even sure my computer can handle that. Yeah, it should have an option for you to be able to receive it at... Yeah, that's weird. I think I usually get multiple settings for quality. Try Control F5 to clear your cache and see if that fixes it on Twitch's end.
Who are they? A scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared? What's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop. These guys are scary. They got some serious class in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them, they've got too much moolah.
Moolah? As in... I'm watching an ad. See you shortly.
They pretty much control all this cash on the city's black market.
The black market, huh? And that includes Tender Lender, I take it.
Sure, no one stands up to Caputo Cadaverini, and I mean no one.
Interesting. So, Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then? It was this way at the start of the last other stream. Then at some point after I did some fiddling, it let you change it. Huh. Yes, Jan. What a accuser-looking fella. I don't know what's going on there then. The only adjustments I made to the stream were basically trying to get the feed from the capture card to run smoothly.
Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little girl. She means everything to him.
So, how'd she end up being at the Tender Lender?
I don't know, pal. I heard she and the boss of Tender Lender are pretty tight.
Tight?
That's what it said in the file I read related to Maggie's case.
Sounds like a pretty important clue.
We already knew about the MC bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a serious demand to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met.
Who are they?
No, some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess.
Maybe it just kind of changes at some random point without me doing anything. Yeah, I don't think I've got any options on what the actual quality is on your end of the stream. If anything, I'm pretty sure it can lower the quality. Twitch's algorithms can lower the quality. All I can do is designate the highest quality, depending on what I'm streaming.
And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival.
All this stuff with criminals and viruses, it almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie.
Apparently the programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. The focus right now is on tracing the root of this virus on the black market.
You mean someone put this virus up for sale?
Yeah, because this one's so powerful, they're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal.
In the millions? A virus can be worth that much? MC Bomber updated in the court record. Found at Tender Lender. Contains a computer virus program. Nolus. Googled. Apparently, it's random if you receive transcode options or not. Affiliates get priority, but it's never guaranteed. Wait, what? I guess they can't have multiple qualities available at different moments in time.
Ugh, I can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing.
And that is?
You know, the lunchbox. How'd everything go?
Lunchbox? You remember the weenies? I hate weenies.
Yeah, those weenies.
Yep. I guess Twitch made choices.
So, how'd my...
They cannot have written this by accident.
So, how'd my weenies taste when they went down the hatch?
Nolus. Only partnered streamers are guaranteed to have quality options. Then whatever's left is trickled down to affiliates. Okay, that's weird. Well, while you are viewing that, quite frankly, amazing gumshoe quote, Huh? Well, it was delicious.
Yeah, that's what she said. Really?
Well, not exactly.
Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared.
Prepared? What do you mean?
I made a jumbo lunchbox. Do me a favour again, huh, pal? And deliver this.
This sure is a heavy burden, in more ways than one.
I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that.
Wheeze again, Nick. Tell me we don't have to eat all these too. Gumshoe's lunchbox given to Mary again. I really can't eat anymore. Oh, I guess she's gone. Well, she can't deny anything. Nolus, you're not going to lie. Gumshoe is still less of an incel than Tamaki from Moran Host Club. Yeah, that's fair. Someone tipped her off that I was carrying more tributes from Gumshoe.
Take that!
Okay, let's just skip through the first stages because we've already done them.
Take that!
See you in a bit, Nolus. I'll be honest, I love this kid's aesthetic.
Take that!
I know exactly who you are. Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you?
It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me. It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try and avoid it, but... I took a blow to the head. A bad one.
Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right?
I don't know what happened to them. They ran away, or so I heard.
Ran away?
If they'd stayed, I'd have... My god, she's a bloodborne NPC.
Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been?
Yep. She's clearly unwell, kinda creepy, laughs at random.
Take that!
It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident.
It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it. We collided, the motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all, is he?
It was the target who caused Viola to crash. I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke. so she must suspect it was him too. I'm sorry, Mr. Cadaverini, but I have proof it was the target who was involved in a traffic accident on his bike.
Take that!
It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Miss Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they?
It's possible. Perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true.
I knew it.
But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very expensive.
How much are we talking?
Very, very, very expensive. Such a large number. If we put it down, inflation would make this game age too badly.
She seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for it, right?
After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. Nolas googled Bloodborne is still only on PlayStation. They're making Bloodborne 2, which will also probably be. And someone says From is also working on a thing with Microsoft. Yeah, From do tend to stick to exclusives. Speaking of, I'm actually kind of hyped for the remake of Bloodborne in the PlayStation 1 style. I believe him.
Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what we think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, but someone else.
Take that!
Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you're his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money?
$1 million. 4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really?
Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big.
They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million? My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh?
It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million? This has to be related to a poisoning case somehow.
I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe that he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather. But I knew that wasn't really true. Wow, I'm so sorry. Nolas, somebody says D-Make only goes up to Father Gascoigne. However far that is, but there'll be the extended areas and bonus content, whatever that means. Someone says Bloodborne's coming to PC, but maybe they're talking about the demake. I think actual Bloodborne might be getting an actual PC release, but I'm not sure. And Father Gascoigne's basically the first major boss, so like a few hours in. What you did to get the money was evil. You literally run a loan shark company, and you're talking about evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these.
What are these? Medical papers?
I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer he simply couldn't refuse. Oh, here's Sarah. Thanks for the hydrating posture check. And also for retweeting. Yeah, I thought so, no less. There's an official port of Bloodborne coming to PC. How's you this evening, Sarah? It's 6 AM where you are. Wow. You're merely lurking because your brain is mashed potatoes. I know the feeling. But I've got to play the game on a with mashed potato. Ah, but you want to support Bread Friend. Thank you, Potato Friend. Viola's medical papers. A $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year. Wow, I feel bad for Viola.
It's inexcusable.
Huh?
There are two things that I consider inexcusable. One, stealing my bagels. Knock it off, Mayor. Two, stopping me cleaning the damn toilet. And this case is doing both.
No less, you wonder whether your laptop wouldn't be able to run it without doing programmer stuff to make it, and will also be able to use the 360 controller for it. Yeah. I want to get a new computer, but you know what prices are like right now. I mean, today was payday, so maybe I can look into seeing what I can actually get on the remnants of the sales. Because this laptop's getting toasty and toastier every stream.
Poisoning and betrayal.
That's a very specific cause of death, Phoenix.
Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics.
Yep, there's bloody monkey JPEGs. Is everything alright, Nick?
We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to convince Barolo of anything else. So I guess I can get rid of this.
Repair bill thrown in the trash. Okay, that's everything I needed, I guess. And anything in here? Nope. Maggie Slabsant. No less, that repair bill sounds like it would have been useful in court. Alright, you guess it's not directly related to the case. Yeah, I was thinking that, but presumably it's worth still having around. Okay, let's try this again.
Take that!
Do. Gambling.
Take that!
No less. How much would light up buttons that are queued up like that even cost? To build that into an outfit. To be fair, that's actually quite easy to do with an Arduino now. So you're talking like maybe 40 quid for the right setup. Although of course that's not counting how much it would actually cost to have the suit tailored, unless you made it yourself. Or Arduino, or I keep forgetting what the microcontrollers everyone's using these days are. Like Raspberry Pis and the like. You can just use them as microcontrollers for lights.
Take that!
LT Grey. You thought the pile was like a PDA? Oh no, it's basically just like a small stripped down computer. It was originally intended to teach children about, well, teach kids about programming, but it's also very useful for hobbyists as a sort of a, just like something to build a project around.
Take that! Take that!
Whoops. The Yakuza guy looks like a Sekiro boss. I was thinking more like a, well, Yakuza boss, but also that. Something that proves a connection between Glenn and the tiger. away at the calendar.
Take that!
Oh no, that was just part of the you made a wrong choice response. Okay. I know it's a program now, so... Ding.
Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber.
No. Yeah, they wouldn't look out of place from Ghost in a Shell, would they? Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer, but it had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep.
You mean he was in debt?
Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. Maybe it's infecting police stations worldwide or something. Praxis. So, he said he was taking on some extra work. Something a bit risky.
Risky? How?
Maybe he was going to become a waitress at the Tribulations.
Where'd you come up with these ideas?
Okay, this case is leaning heavy on the trans misogyny.
So it's safe to say Mr. Elk was the creator of this virus, huh?
The MC Bomber virus? Yes. It was a work of genius, in a bad sort of way of course, but still genius. Something like that would fetch several $1 million on the black market.
Inconceivable. Gumshoe was right for a change.
This date, December the 3rd, that is marked on his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts. MC Bomber updated in the court record. A computer virus made by Glenn Elg. Potentially worth millions of dollars.
I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore.
Glenn Elg's losing horse racing tickets thrown back on the floor. Nolus, you would not object to a femboy Hooters, but these games are not a work that would do right by the idea anyway. My opinions on that meme are mixed. Use the trash can, Nick. January the 7th, Tribulations. Speaking of transmisogyny in this game.
Bonjour. I have been waiting for you to return.
Mr. Armstrong?
Good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to yous, fellas.
It's in up. Oh, that's how it's pronounced. Zinioop.
You call in Zinioop. Come out from under the table already, man. Okay, hand it over. What? You just want to play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers, now. Uh-oh, I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's medic papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers. Miss Cadavrini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it. That girl is dumber than an eggplant. You just want to know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad. And it ain't only her face. She thinks she's got power because she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these papers. Wait. I can let you have these papers tomorrow in court. I'm going to expose what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's two of us here. Got that too.
Oui.
Mr. Armstrong?
Forgive me. Désolé. I cannot argue with him. Oh look, another transmisogynistic trope.
That really hurts. Is that all you've got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter. Wait. Don't take it too hard. Phoenix, right? That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Hold it, pal. Detective Gumshoe? Detective? You think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it. Rah. Whoa, come on, Gumshoe. Keep it together. You guys get out of here. Leave this guy to me. But... Go, pal, and take this. If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh?
Okay, the two voices that hurt my throat in squaring off at last.
Alright. Thanks, Gumshoe.
Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind.
I'll get even with that guy tomorrow. In court. Tender Lender is going down.
Okay, an hour 30. Yeah, I'll go on a bit longer, but my throat's starting to hurt, so I can't go on too much longer. January the 8th, 9:46 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Maggie. So, what do you think is going to happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go so well and ended on a giant mystery.
That's true. And we still haven't solved a single part of it yet.
Are you okay, Nick?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
I saw that little flash of doubt in your eyes.
No, that wasn't doubt, that was, determination.
Why don't I believe you? It's nearly time, Maggie. You'd better get going to the defendant's seat. Roger, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you.
Hey, pal. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. We're stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that. How do you know she was stressed? I was watching through the doorway. You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of competence, will you, pal? Yeah, maybe this'll help.
Huh? Have you taken up aromatherapy too?
Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me you don't remember this thing. Come to think of it, it doesn't look like one of those aromatherapy bottles. This small bottle that turned up in Tribulations kitchen a couple of days ago.
Wow, look at all these little bottles.
They're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many that they're overflowing onto the floor.
Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others.
Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either.
And it doesn't smell.
We finally got the analysis results back from the lab.
So, what is it? Is it the poison?
I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication.
Medication?
Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently.
For ears? You mean...
Yeah, it's the medication Glenn Elk was using for his ruptured eardrum.
What was Glenn Elk's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? The small bottle refiled into the court record. The victim's ear medicine found covered in unidentified fingerprints in the kitchen.
What about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that? Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyse the contents of the bottle. Another hour and they might have gotten something on the prints, but...
that's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence.
Okay, pal. This is it. Make sure your defence is impregnable today. Got it.
Today's trial. I'm going to expose that guy for what he's done, or my name isn't Phoenix Wright.
Asexual attorney.
January the 8th, 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Burt.
The defence is ready, Your Honour. What voice was I using for Goddo again?
Ready and waiting as always, Your Honour. Very good. Then we'll get underway at once. Yesterday we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's coffee. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems. The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank it from it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left. Thank you, Mr. Goddo. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet, the victim's left ear was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear.
It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick? Nerdist, couldn't be positive about Goddo's voice, but you're sure it hurts. Nowhere near as much as his lines.
Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honour.
It's basically Gumshoe's voice, but higher up in my nose. So it sounds a bit less gruff and a bit more smug.
The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it. You've lost me already, Mr. Goddo. Everyone knows the world. Everything spins around the world, including the sun. Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today.
Yep, that's the spirit, Nolus.
Only losers think like that. You've got to change with the times. That's one of my rules. Are you implying you've resolved these contradictions? You know the answers to these riddles. The old guy wasn't just throwing season here. He was throwing us off the scent. And today, I'll prove it. Very well, let the first witness take the stand. And you are?
Oh, bonjour, everyone. I am Jean Armstrong, the owner and head chef of La Tribulations restaurant in Chante.
Forgive me for asking, witness, but are you a woman?
Oh la la, monsieur. As you can see, I am the pert and perky gentleman, non?
day of the incident, you were in Trebian's kitchen. Isn't that right?
Was you, monsieur? Everything feels right.
Oh, haha. The obviously queer person is hitting on Goddo. How hilarious. Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy?
Okay, maybe he's not that bad then.
Very well. Your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Trebian.
We, volunteers. At Trebian. I suppose the nice thing about his lines is that the fact that I'm terrible at reading French isn't actually a deal breaker here. When it all happened, there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new art deco that day, like having a large mirror between the tables, for example. Oui, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. The cup, the earpiece, and the glasses. You would have seen it everything in reverse, no?
Mirror?
Oui, un grand mirror, la most enormous mirror. Do ignore the fact that there is no mirror. Which is easily disproven, but for the purpose of this case, we will pretend.
And suddenly, the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it. That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front. What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
I think I might continue this until the 2-hour mark and then call it there. If my voice holds.
Hold it!
And who are the 2 customers exactly?
Yes, of course, the young man who died. And the other, not so young man.
You're referring to yesterday's witness, I presume? What about the other man Maggie says she saw at the table? Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence.
We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we?
I guess I'll just have to try a different approach for the time being.
Hold it!
You're experimenting with Art Deco? How come I never heard about that before today?
You're not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur. Isn't Art Deco the style they used in BioShock? Like with all the big geometric shapes and stuff.
Please stay on topic. Now, why didn't you tell the courts about this before?
As I did, just a few moments ago.
Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong? This deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of decorature? No, Art Deco is a style of design, Your Honour. He's talking about interior design. Walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing. Ah yes, of course, that deco.
I was trying to achieve a more effeminate look for my restaurant. Come on. You dropped the A from that. It's l'effeminate. I was planning the most bold remodeling of le décor.
How big of a mirror are we talking about here?
Poof. Something about 4 meters wide and about 2 meters high.
Let's see if 1 meter is about 1 yard. Holy glass in a frame, that's huge.
I was intending to install it on the ceiling eventually.
The ceiling? Was there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember. This case has the Mercedes-Benz.
There's none, but I decided not to go through with it in the end.
What should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror or not?
Okay. Let's ask about the mirror.
If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it.
Yeah, mais means but in French, as an interjection. Je suis désolé, mais... Je suis pan.
But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies.
Bit.
Objection!
You didn't ask, right? You only have yourself to blame for such a sloppy work.
He's got us there.
What? A mirror was delivered to Trebian the day before the incident. Really? As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end.
Something pan. You know for a fact that pan is bread in Spanish, maybe also French. Yes, but it's spelled the same as the English word pain. You just ignore the I and pronounce it pan. As in petit pain, widely sold in many bakeries. And pain au chocolat, also known as a chocolatine. Anyway, je suis désolé, mais je suis pain just means I'm sorry, but I am bread.
This just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Trebian, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime. Huh. If you want to doubt someone, try it. Look in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough.
Yep, désolé. Nearly got the right spelling, it ends with an accented E.
So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in a mirror.
Fun fact, the French word for pale yellow is jaune pâle, and sounds almost identical to the name of a certain pope, if you ever want to make a linguistic pun.
Hold it!
Normally I'd expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object.
Objection!
Normally, how does normality come into this? That's lame, trite, even for you. Eh? You're trying to say if something that isn't normal, it isn't possible? Is that it?
You weren't sure if there were any silent consonants in it. Often a risk with French words.
Where does that leave the porky-headed lawyer And the top-knot chick here. And the ungodly cool guy with the mask over here. Well tried. The ungodly cool guy with an 8-pack. He is shredded.
Not the hair. I do not have a top knot.
Mr. Godot is correct. A lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument.
Bien, logic has won the day. La journée. La cup, la épice, and la glaciers. You would have seen everything in the verse, none?
Everything? You would have seen everything in reverse?
Oui. Hey Nick, we should take a second and think about what old CD said in his testimony. How do you phrase it again?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand.
If he saw everything he described reflected in the mirror, then everything he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh?
And that clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess. Or does it? It's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but...
Do you think old CD saw everything through a reflection?
If he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony.
Tss. Yep, I think Nick's actually streaming right now, so he's not going to be here. Unless he suddenly raids or something. But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's got to be something in that old man's testimony. We've just got to dig deeper. Okay, let's just check what was going on in the testimony. When the incident occurred, you broke the vase at my seat. Nerdist begins typing an Inception reference, vaguely remembers making one before, but not whether or not I've seen it. I've seen clips of it. Okay, let's just try this and see what happens. Okay, maybe not. wait. I've literally got a photo that says that proves there's no mirror. Okay, maybe not. Notice most of your behaviour in online conversation in general is just making dated obscure references and being amazed when someone gets one. Yeah, samesies. Okay, I just realised it's ages since I've saved. Maybe it's the blueprints. Yeah, it could be. To be honest, I know a lot of my sort of ASD personality traits do make me sort of like prefer to reference things. Okay. Okay. So the broken vase tells us which seat he'd been at. Whoops. We can't literally just present this photo that shows there wasn't a mirror there.
Objection!
Yeah, if anyone wants to tell me what I need to do to get past this section. Where are we? The first testimony of the second day of the trial. Dictionary.com fandom lets you search the from the URL bar. Fandom lets you search from the URL bar, unlike Dictionary.com. Has the mirror line of questioning already been thrown out? Nope, that's the one we're on. Wouldn't it make more sense to be looking at a walkthrough instead of a recap? Okay, that's fair. Okay, that's not it. There's an achievement for pressing all of Armstrong's statements. Quite sure I've already done that. Present the crime photo on the third statement. Okay. Could have sworn I'd already done that, but... Okay, crime photo.
Objection!
Your Honor. Okay. Nope, that doesn't do it.
Objection!
Oh, you're in the wrong part. I think this is literally the first dialogue segment, so... parts 4-2. I think this is the second day of the trial, so that'll be 4-2, wouldn't it? Oh no, yep, part 4-1 trial.
Objection!
Oops. Glen Elg at the 5th statement. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, he wore an HMD over his left eye,
Objection!
so that part couldn't have been reversed.
The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we?
Well, that was actually quite obvious in hindsight.
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. If it was his left ear, without a doubt. So to summarise, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece are actually on the victim's right side.
Exactement. You see, monsieur, now that you think about it, it is not so hard, no?
Unfortunately, that's where we run into the monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head? Order! Order! Mr. Wright is correct. If the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then we wouldn't expect the victim's eyepiece to have been over his right eye.
Objection!
How bitter. Try it. You should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time. Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different? You don't understand the way the witness thinks. How he thinks? You remember this, I presume? The I broke the vase, sorry, apology, Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony. Exactly. The odd man has one very grievous habit, throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elg? Really, it's the victim's eyepiece. And that's my point. The odd man strikes again.
Okay, I'm gonna have to call it here because my voice is beginning to go. Thanks everyone for watching. Sorry I've been kind of sleepy today. Well, I'm always sleepy on Fridays, but, you know, sleepier than usual. Glad you enjoyed it, Jan. Thanks for dropping by. Anyways, we'll just find someone to raid. Yep, Nick's still on. He'll do. But we'll also see who else is there. Well, in any case, I'll be back on Monday with more Metroid Other M. Assuming, of course, Goggles and Leggy can make it. But anyways, I'm going to just raid and get some sleep because my brain is about to leak out of my ears. Hopefully I'll see you all on Friday. Have a lovely whatever time it happens to be in your time zone, and yep, that's about it really. Raiding in 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
I did all right. Local man banned from the cooker for reasons unknown. Hey, Bree.
We're making.
Hi, Bree.
We're making pain.
I don't know why the
Oh,
overlay
Nick.
hasn't popped the raid thing yet. It'll do it in a sec. That's good. No, I like that. I was away for 5 minutes. How is my car a crime scene? Thank you so much for the raid. Words. I'm reading